Hi everyone. Um, alright, I am just not good with intro, so let's just get into it. It was been hard for me this week. Remember last week I was in a slightly drawdown, and I was hoping this week I would get into break even at least, right? However, that didn't happen. So yeah, in this video I'm gonna do a recap from the 30th January until the 3rd of February. Yeah, I was hoping to get on from drawdown. Market moving, it was okay, but yeah, like I said, it's just me psychologically not there to take advantage of the market. So what happened is that I tried to record myself before the trade happened, and explain what I'm looking for and stuff like that. I did that from Monday and Tuesday, and turned out I just realized that they kind of give me a negative effect to my psychology, um, in ways that you can see later on Tuesday. I was really focused, like the whole day. I was before the trading hour start, which is London. The whole day I was thinking, okay, I think today I want to focus on looking for a sell. However, there's one candle push, and I was making a video. The market structure might be shifting into the upside. Look for buy. And then what happened is that I get distracted. So it's like finish recording it, I just get out of my office. I didn't even put timer. I usually always put timer when I leave my office. I have my timer every 15 minutes. So I kind of missed that signal to enter. And yeah, I was very upset because this is absolutely beginner trader mistake. Already, it's Monday, the 30th of January. I have a sell order. I wasn't gonna get in, and then I just walk away from my office, and then the signal come in, and so I only have time to enter on my live account. So a little bit disappointed, because when I look at the charts, okay, I just show you the charts so you know what I'm talking about. I saw this, so my entry was here, like so, apparently, and I think I have the S&P this side, and then I have Nasdaq here. And what happened was I was away from my office for a little bit, and then I only have a chance to get in on my live account on the S&P. So this would be the target. So here is my sell entry. Okay, finally my MMM account, I leave a limit there, price a pullback, and the MMM account entry got triggered for both Nasdaq and the S&P. As you can see, we got trigger sell here. So okay, all good. Now we just see how it go. Let's do update on the trade. It hit 1 hour, I think. Alright, on the MT4, it hit 1 hour. So when this candle close, I will move my stop into break even. I think Nasdaq also hit the 1 hour. So basically my job is done. So either the trade hit the TP or break even. Last night position, unfortunately it hit break even. Here's the trade. My bias, it was buying for yesterday. However, I decided to sell because you can see here on the 1 hour nicely that price actually broke this major structure in here. Price, it broke the structure very strongly. 4 hours also look very bearish. I decided to sell. Higher probability to go lower than to go higher. Basically is Tuesday, the 31st of January. my bias today is natural. Just depend on the market structure, and this is what daily look like. And the 1 hour, we tapping into this support resistance here and then bounce higher, and we also have a support resistance along in here. So yeah, like I said, price, it was bearish before, and then I was thinking that I want to look for a sell. However, the market structure might be shifting into the upside pretty soon, and so I might look for buy. It depends where the price sitting later on. If it gonna sit between the EMA all the time, I would just scrap it, not trade it at all. Alrighty, I'm gonna give you, since I did not give update on the Tuesday 31st of January, so now I'm gonna take you to the charts and see what did I do wrong. Alrighty, let's go. So I'm looking at my chart in here. Remember I said before, I do have a level, significant level in here, around this area. Oh my god, this one is major level to me. It was at the time, and you can see that what I'm talking about. Oh my god, what happened? What I'm talking about earlier is that market was pushing higher, right, and didn't swap the Asian low, and our daily bias is bearish. Weekly bias is bullish, so it kind of natural, so I can buy or sell. It just depend where the market structure is. So what happened, this was my mistake I'm talking about. I was, after I record that, and my mind, it was shifting into buying and thinking that, okay, I have enough time to wait for buy, because the price was shifting up like this, and I want to wait for a pullback before I want to buy. And basically I probably have around 30 minutes of time to waste. This is show that if you really want to treat trading like a business, you cannot have this mindset. You cannot have a mindset that you're gonna waste time while you are working. Okay, when you're trading, that is your working time, and if you want to treat like business, there's no such thing as wasting time. And so yeah, I missed this one candle that finished. Basically there's a setup, a very nice setup here to sell, and also it is make completely sense. Oh, it's bearish, I should be selling, let's sell here, take the 2 hour here. No, it did not happen. I waited for another setup, but did not happen. So that's what happened on Tuesday night. Now let's move on into Wednesday. End up with ranging like this. So yeah, I don't have any trade. When the market ranging like this during the Asian market, right? When this ranging like this, I like it the price to hit this high and then hit this low, and then I would like to buy for the continuation, the upside. However, the EMA, it was just burst through the charts, and when that happened, I just lose my feeling, or lose my interest to participate in the market. And so yeah, I didn't have any trade on Wednesday. So that's what happened. Let's now move on into a Thursday. Thursday, the 2nd February. All right. So yeah, price did shoot up, and so yeah, in this day I only looking for buy only. I was waiting something. I was waiting for something to sweep here, but it didn't happen, so that's fine. And price was just ranging in here for a little bit, and then we got the break and then the retest in here. what I also learned during this week is that I usually trade S&P and Nasdaq really equally, right? Because they move very similar. But this week I learned that they not really move similar closely, so I start treating them differently. So because on a back testing, I can't really use correlation between these two instruments, so I decided, okay, I need to treat them differently. If I see a signal, buy signal or selling signal on one of them and it didn't on the other, so I just only should take the buy or sell on the pairs that showing the signal. I took a buy in here on this break and retest. I took it there, and then I just cover this low there, and then I just take this 2R here, and baram bim baram boom, you know, including spread. That's what it looked like. So this this was psychologically hard for me. So now I'm telling you, you know, after it happened, it's really easy to explain, but during this happened, it's actually hard. It just remind me of the trade happened on, I can't remember, just last week or something like that, where I closed the trade just because drawdown almost hit the stop loss, and I closed it, and then turned out it just reverse hit my target. So this night during this happened, I also feel like that. I feel like, oh my god, my stop loss gonna get hit. And I also looking at the Nasdaq. Oh, Nasdaq is keep going down. My stop gonna get hit. That's what keep going in my brain. My stop gonna get hit. I wanna get out. And I was thinking again, no, don't do it. Don't do it, because you're gonna regret it. You're gonna feel worse if you break your rule. Right? You break your rule and then turn out hit the TP. You feel worse than taking the loss. I feel worse when I break my rule than taking a loss. When I take a loss, it's like, whatever, I just take a loss. Not like I'm gonna can't trade tomorrow if I take that loss. But if I break my rule, it's like, oh my god, you idiot! You idiot! Why did you do that? You know, why did you break your rule? You make a rule. What's the point to make rule if you break it anyway? Nasdaq also give us a setup. However, I failed to read it. So this was Nasdaq. I'm looking at this like, Nasdaq was like, Nasdaq setup is not really convincing. That's why I don't really, I was scared taking this setup on the S&P, looking at this Nasdaq. But however, I tell myself, look, they move differently lately. Just treat them differently. So yeah, I didn't enter on Nasdaq. I only enter on the S&P. However, Nasdaq, it kind of have higher probability to continue higher because the EMA is so far away. That's usually what I see on my back test. Okay, let's continue for a Friday. My bias for Saturday is buying. Daily bias buy, a weekly buy, so I should just look for buy. However, the market structure telling me to sell. Why? It's because this is the high, this is the low. We broke this low here. Like I said, the here, right? So this is the high, this is the low, and it broke the low. So of course, I am looking for a sell. So I was thinking like, okay, EMA is very far away, and a sell market structure telling me to sell. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna take this sell here on this support resistance in here. But I try to like really manage it closely. So I sell on this signal and stop loss just there. And if it worked. That's what I was thinking. And so yeah, this is how I was looking at. However, it looked nice, right? Let me just fix this. So it looked nice in the first glance. And now we're looking at the S&P because I decided to close this early once the price, like I saw this price moving lower. Okay, it's normal, take ages sometime. However, the S&P, this after this signal candle, we are failed to push lower. All right, we failed to push lower and we make a lower high basically. That's why after that, I decided, okay, find a place to go break even. This one, it was a break even. And I did not trade the S&P because the S&P doesn't look, it doesn't seem like it is a signal for me to take for a sell. So yeah, that's how my week went. I still in the drawdown on my Forex funds. As you can see, I have 2 break-even trade this week and 1 winning and 1 miss. So I forgot to say, I'll see you next time.